Tonight, she says the flu shot could have saved her mother's life.
There's no way that they didn't know that she was sick.
All new at 10, after this dangerous and deadly flu season, why this woman says a local prison should be required to give them to prisoners. A heartbroken woman says her mother died from the flu after an outbreak inside a local prison. Now she plans to sue the Oregon Department of Corrections for wrongful death. Fox 12's Bonnie Silkman spoke with the daughter tonight. And Bonnie, she says her mom was visibly sick in prison, but nothing was done?
That's right, Liz. The daughter is incredibly emotional tonight. She says her mom died because the prison failed to treat her flu infection. Her mother had just been sentenced to prison for an assault charge related to a car crash, but instead of serving nearly 6 years, she only survived a few months.
It's not okay. It's not. There's no way that they didn't know that she was sick. No way.
Shaking her head in disbelief, Mistina Ferri says her mother, Tina, became dangerously sick with the flu in January, even coughing up blood while serving time behind bars.
Why didn't she come in sooner? It was that bad. How could they have not known that she was that sick?
The Oregon Department of Corrections confirms a flu outbreak that same month at Tina's prison, Coffee Creek Correctional. The epidemic left 44 inmates sick.
She got the flu, but because the flu wasn't treated, she got pneumonia. And because that pneumonia wasn't treated, she got an infection, which turned into staph, which made her body go septic.
Ferri says her mother never got a flu shot and continued to suffer in prison without any treatment. But a DOC spokesperson tells us they don't have any written policies on flu vaccinations. Ferri says on January 14th, her family called the prison to check in on Tina, only to find out she was in the hospital. But the prison wouldn't say why.
They're like, oh, no, we can't tell you unless it's like actually life-threatening.
Around 3 o'clock the next morning, Ferri got a call from the hospital saying,
we aren't completely sure how much longer she has to live, but it's not more than like 24 hours at most.
When Ferri arrived at the hospital, she saw 2 prison guards standing by her mother, a tube going down her throat, her hands still in cuffs.
Her legs were shackled together.
At this point, Tina, just hours away from death, so sick she couldn't speak.
She could like look and like follow me. And she was able to like squeeze my hand. And we stayed there until she passed.
Wiping away the tears, Ferri tells me this is why she's suing the Oregon Department of Corrections for wrongful death. All set in motion due to an influenza A infection with staph superinfection.
They literally treat her less than a caged animal at this point.
The DOC says they do have forms available for inmates to fill out and request a flu shot, but Ferri says that is not enough.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that this doesn't happen to somebody else's family.
And the DOC says out of 1,645 inmates at Coffee Creek, 300 got vaccinated this flu season. The DOC will also usually issue a press release for any unexpected death, but nothing was sent out for Tina Ferri. A spokesperson says that was an oversight. Reporting live in studio tonight, Bonnie Silkman, Fox 12 Oregon.